Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my individual project presentation. I decided to do this presentation on the current company that I work for. That company is called Rapid Parts Incorporated. We started out as a small, heavy machinery parts distributor about 40 years ago. The business started to grow as the years went by, and then we were bought out by a larger company in Texas, and this was a great opportunity for us to grow even larger and to work as a sister company to this to the other company in Houston. We now have 4 warehouses total, located in 4 different states, and like I mentioned, we have 2 headquarters, one in Texas and one in Michigan. Just a little background information on our industry. It's a very competitive business. There's many companies that do parts support like we do, but through technology we try to set ourselves apart from other distributors. Downtime is not an option. Customers rely on us. We rely on our technology to guide us through our day-to-day processes. We continuously try to improve our technology, such as updating our website, any applications that we offer. Like I said, this is a pretty competitive market, and a lot of companies rely on us, so we have to have our information readily available at all times. So at my company, we have 3 major technology systems. We use SAP, a system called Fax, and then a system called Lift Truck Solutions that we created. These 3 systems are basically the backbone of our organization, and they need to be fully functional at all times. SAP is used for 3 of the 4 warehouses, and it controls the shipping and receiving of all the parts. So basically, when a customer places an order online, the order automatically gets sent to SAP, and then which is located in our warehouses, and then they can get the order started, and you can track the order through SAP to see when it's going to ship out, how far along the process it is in the warehouse, if they've got it packed, if they have a shipping label on it. So it's a great tool to track your order. So we also use it for internal purchase orders too, if we have to buy outsourced parts from other vendors, and so we use SAP to place those orders. So I did a SWOT analysis for SAP. Some of the strengths are its large scalability. It's the backbone of our business. We have complete warehouse control with it, and it's pretty easy to maneuver through the system. Weaknesses is a lot of people have access to it. Which makes more room for mistakes, and it's also kind of scary that our business is very dependent on this technology. So if anything were ever to happen, then it could be a very bad situation. Some opportunities we have, I think we could give less access to people. We have over hundreds of employees that have access to it. I think we could scale that down a little bit. We should have a manual backup process in case anything were ever to happen with our system. And I think that we should increase the training on the system to eliminate other mistakes. Some threats: business could potentially shut down to SAP. I mean, if anything were ever to happen, that could be pretty bad. Outside risk of competitors seeing information in SAP is always a threat. And like I mentioned above, employees not using the system correctly and making mistakes with shipping out wrong parts, shipping out too many parts to not enough parts, so there's a lot of room for mistakes. Fax is similar to SAP. for its shipping and receiving purposes, but it's only used for our warehouse in Grand Rapids. So out of the four, Grand Rapids is the only one that uses this system. It also contains a lot of our company's information, such as pricing and quantities of parts that are stocked in our warehouse in Grand Rapids. We can see inventory in our own warehouse, so it's a great asset if customers were to call and ask if we had a part. We can just look it up in our inventory in our warehouse and give them an answer right away. So that helps us give out professional or exceptional customer service. The SWOT analysis for facts. The strengths are it's used in Grand Rapids only. It's great for inventory and cost visibility. It's great for warehouse management. Everyone in the office knows how to use it. So if you get in a conversation with somebody, they know what you're talking about. Some of the weaknesses are its lack of scalability. We only use it in Grand Rapids. It's an older system. It definitely could use some updating, and it's not as easy to maneuver around. So we have to some longer training periods and more to the system. So that's an opportunity, updating, more scalability, and trying to simplify it a little more. Some of the weaknesses is pricing is too visible. If we have a newer employee who's not familiar with the system, they could give out parts pricing and other information that is should only be seen in-house. So our last system is Lift Truck Solutions, and this is a system it's a customer-facing application that consists of different management tools. Some of the tools are dispatching, centralized billing, and fleet management. These are all great assets to have if you're in the heavy machinery industry. So we provide an application that these customers can sign up for, and they have great visibility to what kind of trucks they have, what needs to be worked on, and all those other great tools. We continuously try to improve this application because, like I said earlier, it's very competitive, and other companies are coming out with new products every day to try to match ours. So the SWOT analysis for LTS is that some of the strengths are very large scalability. Telecommunications it's a growing area for this industry. Fleet management is a great tool for customers to have, and it's very cost and time saving. Some of the weaknesses are with it being with this industry having older employees. There's a little bit of lack of buy-in with new updated technology. Employees are stuck in their own ways, and they want to just keep kind of doing the same thing that they've been doing years upon years. We're constantly updating and changing, so if customers are getting used to the site and then we change something, and we kind of get some backlash on it. And this is customer managed. We don't manage it on our end; they manage it on their end. So opportunities, we can create more buy-in from the customers. We can host more user meetings to try to explain the application and make it more simplify it a little more, and just make it more user-friendly overall. Some threats are competitors are trying to come out with the same thing. There's new stuff coming out all the time, so we try to stay on top of it and be the best application out there. We do spend a lot of time on this application, so that's where a lot of our IT manpower is this application. So and you always have the threat of customers' information getting leaked to hackers or anything like that. So we always try to update our security and make sure that no one's information is at risk. And that's all I have for you. I appreciate you taking the time and watching this presentation. I hope that you were able to learn something today. Thanks.